Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten, and sorry about the late video this week. I've just been a bit busy this week. Footage you see in the background is the Elder Scrolls Online. So if you've told by the title of the video, is why is it so hard to find PlayStation Vita games at the moment? I'm not talking about Amazon or EB games. We're going with in the wild. So I've been to, in the last month, 4 EB games stores and about 3 JB Hi-Fis. For anyone that doesn't know, JB Hi-Fi is similar to HMV if you live in the UK, and America, I'm not too sure what it's comparable to. Maybe a bit like a Walmart, just the electronics section. So yeah, I've not been able to find Vita games in the wild much anymore, or even just in general. Every store I go into, they've got about, I don't know, 3 games on the shelf. It's usually very, very, shovelware kind of games, like, say, the Looney Tunes game that I got last month and the Invisibles, which, yes, I did buy, of course, but I bought them to have, more Vita games, of course, and them being exclusive to the Vita. But, the likes of getting, games that shouldn't be too hard, like, say, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Call of Duty Declassified, which I've got anyway, but you know what I'm saying, shouldn't be hard to get, considering, Call of Duty did quite well for the Vita, even though it's, a really bad reviewed game. Same with Most Wanted, and you sit there and think to yourself, why can't I find, PlayStation Vita games, where I can still find, to this day, DS games, no problem. I can still find, relatively PSP games very easily. Same with Game Boy Advance games. And yes, okay, those systems have sold a lot more than the Vita will ever sell in its life cycle. But at the same time, wouldn't that technically make it easier to find Vita games? At least I believe it would be. And as I stated, we're not going by eBay or Amazon. eBay, sorry, not eBay. We're not going by eBay or Amazon. We're going by, your local shops. As Australia, I've not been able to find too many. The ones that you've seen in my videos, I've only imported maybe... the only ones I've bought in a store, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, just having a look at my games here, guys, that's why I'm trying to Tearaway, Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, Everybody's Golf, Little Big Planet Vita, Soul Sacrifice, Freedom Warriors, Mortal Kombat, Rayman Legends, Looney Tunes and Invisibles, and that Yo Mawari game. But have you noticed the big titles like Ridge Racer, Killzone, Uncharted, Resistance, Unit 13, Tales of Heart, or Wipeout 2048, even games like Borderlands, even though it's not exclusive, Metal Gear Solid HD, I've had to import every one of those games from either a different part of Australia, New Zealand, or the UK, and I think one of them is Japanese, but that's Japanese exclusive. So you get what I'm saying. I really do want to collect for my Vita. I love the Vita, but it's very hard for me to find games locally, and it's very, very, very weird. It shouldn't be that way. Maybe it's on the fault of Sony because of not supporting the system. Maybe it's the lack of interest in the Vita. Maybe, I don't know. But then again, it was very hard for me to track an actual Vita down. In the end, Devil got me one. He sent me because he knew I wanted one. And as soon as he got it, a few days before he sent it, I was able to find one Vita. Pre-owned, wasn't new. I can't find a brand new Vita. And I was like, well, I'm still going to grab it. I've got 2 Vitas. If one breaks, I've still got the other one to play. And I really do love my Vita. For anyone that hasn't got a Vita, definitely give it a shot. Play it. If you love your PSP, or loved your PSP, should I say, whichever one, you'll enjoy the Vita. The Vita can play, digitally download most of the big titles on the Vita. You know, like your SOCOMs, your Final Fantasies, you know, your Metal Gear Solids, you know, stuff like that there. The Vita has a very, very expansive library. It can play PS1 games. This is sort of like a review, but I'm not trying to do that. But yeah, I can't find Vita games, at least locally where I am, or even an hour and a half drive from me. I'm still struggling to find Vita games. I mean, I went to EB Games the other day, about an hour's drive from me. I found 2 games. I had them, but it's the first time I've seen 2 of the big titles for the Vita sitting on the shelf. That was Unit 13 and Wipeout, and I thought to myself, it's the first time I've seen them in the wild, you know, in Australia. I don't know what the deal is with the UK. If it's hard for them to find, Devil has said it's not been easy to find Vita games there. Maybe that's just Northern Ireland, I don't know. Maybe the UK itself it's easier to find. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I'm going to have to start really importing most of my Vita games from other nations or other parts of Australia, which is a shame because I do enjoy actually going out and finding these games in the wild. It's, you know, it's fun. You know, it's sort of like lucky dip kind of thing where, you know, oh, what am I going to find today? Something, you know, rare or something really that I've been after for a while kind of thing. But yeah, that's really it. That's a very, very weird video, guys, I know. I just wanted to know and just get that out there. I really just cannot find Vita games, and let us know if you've got the same issues wherever in the world you live, whether it be, you know, North America, Europe, whatever. If you're having the same issue, or if, you know, even if you don't have a Vita, you just don't see them very often as the system and its games. You know, hence why I've said I've got 2 Vitas now, and, you know, most of my games are imported. But yeah, that's really it. Sorry about the weird video, and sorry about the late update, guys. I will be getting around to doing another, you know, PlayStation video, but I'll get to that when I do the video. But anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and see you next time. Bye.